for missing prayers or fasting?
No. Crazy means he doesn't have aql. That's majnoon, right? Insane person, right? Okay. Because sometimes we can say a person is crazy, but he's not majnoon, right? Serious, right? Didn't you say to people, are you crazy? So sometimes some people will act stupid, all kinds of stupidity with you. When you talk about the issue, you say, well, I met one crazy guy. He was said, but you don't mean that the man lost his akal, right? So if you mean somebody who lost the akal, whatsoever he do in his life will not be held accountable of it. In this life and in the hereafter also. Even in this life, we don't hold him accountable of it. Let's say he killed somebody. You get it? When he kills somebody, can we hold him accountable for that? No. No, he killed himself, he will not go to hell, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. Yeah, it depends on who he was and what was the cause of craziness. You get it? Let's say the person was good person, normal person, and then this thing happened. So his life and the accountability stopped from that moment. That's the test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he died before he recovers, inshaAllah, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, straightforward to paradise, inshaAllah. That will be tested for him, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. He killed himself because he doesn't know what he was doing. That's why suicide, in Islam, suicide is to kill yourself because you don't want to live. Do you get it? That's the definition of it. You don't want to live. You kill yourself because of that. But as for somebody who killed himself, he wants to live. And he did not intend to kill himself, but it happened. This is not suicide. Likewise, those people who are at the battlefield and they explode themselves or do whatever, we don't call it suicide. You call it somebody who make ijtihad and wrong ijtihad. Because if you say suicide, then he will be going to hell forever. But the question here is, did he intend to kill himself because he doesn't want to live? No. But he thought by doing that, he's pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That was his mistake. You get it? Because that is the justified one, which the scholars talk about that. And that is the one that we do, which brings nothing to the believers except the worst scenario, worst type of result. You get it? So the person should contact the scholars in everything he does. What happened in the battlefield, these are their own issues, their own matters. But I'm just talking about the legal ruling. A person who does that, can we call him a suicider who's going to hell forever? No. He can say somebody who make a wrong ijtihad and he's wrong in what he did. If that is wrong, you get what he was doing is wrong, according to what scholars mentioned. You get, but you don't conclude that this person is going to hell forever. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to the truth.
So the question says, if someone kills himself due to speeding or cutting a red signal, is that suicide?
No. Suicide can only be applied upon him when he intended to kill himself. Do you get it? That's wrong, and that was a mistake, and it was a sin. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive him, and we pray on him, right? But it is not suicide. You get sin, you get it? By breaking the laws. The traffic law is in accordance to the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because it is based on preserving people's life. When they say don't overspeed, don't. Unless if you are in a state of necessity. Do you get it? Who are these people? Health. That's why you have the ambulance. Do they have restriction? No. And you see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is protecting them. They overspeed, right? How many times you see ambulance in accident? I never see. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them more because there is a need for them. But those mutahawwirin, how many times you see them in accident? A lot, right? So these are wrong. I heard one funny question that was asked to Sheikh Mukhtar al-Shankiti. They told him, can a person overspeed when he is trying to catch a lesson? Very good question, right? You're going to attend a lesson, a class that you don't want to miss. You get it? Can you overspeed and can you break the ishara, the traffic light? It is red, you just cross and go. He said yes. They say don't haste, don't haste, don't haste. Sometimes some of the answers they are what? Sarcastic, right? He told them yes. And he gave them the lead also for that. He said, على حد قوله تعالى وعجلت إليك ربي لترضى. You know, Musa, he left the children of Israel when they're going to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Allah says, وَمَا أَجَلَكَ عَنْ قَوْمِكَ Musa. Why did you leave them? You're hastening to come. Say, Allah, I just want to come first. I like to be in the place to hear your voice. So he said, based on this, you're going to the places of dhikr, right? To remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, على حد هذا الآية. Based on this ayah, also you can overspeed. But you know what he says? And he says, if Allah wants to increase your reward, it happened there is a camera in that place, it will capture you so that you could be fined properly, and then he said, this is love from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase your reward also. Can you break the traffic rules? No. Seriously, no. I have never come across a scholar who ever make it permissible. Except in the case of some scholars, like Ibn Baz, he says at around 12:01 a.m. you can go because there is nobody. You get it? There is nobody. I heard in some countries also the government advised you to not to stop when the traffic light is red at those moment of time. Because the bad one and the evil ones, they wait for this moment. The traffic light stop you, they will come and get you at that moment. You're very obedient, right? To the law. Okay? They will take whatever you have, right? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to the truth. So we have to be very, very careful. We have to be very careful. They mentioned that Sheikh Nasruddin Al-Albani, when he drives in the city, he goes beyond 120 and always inside the city. The student who met him, they said you will see him like aeroplane flying. When they see cars passing, and you know who is Sheikh Nasir Al-Albani? Imtala ilman, like when it comes to driving, mashallah, he goes before everyone. They said until the time he killed somebody. He killed a boy, then he reduced it. And they asked him why. Isn't it haram? He said no, it depends on the nature of the tire you have. If you have good tires, then khalas, you can. But if you have and somehow, then it is not permissible because you might put yourself into trouble. So I say differently. You follow the traffic law. They say this, you follow it. As much as you can, right? Sometimes I know it is, they also know it is impossible. Even they themselves, also the police and others, they don't follow precisely. They said 40 in some places. It is impossible to go with 40. What does that mean? You have to go 40. You cannot increase a single thing. You have to just maintain that. How is that possible? Impossible. You get it? And sometimes also you go a little bit. You get it? Knowing that you will not be in trouble and nobody will be in trouble, that should be okay, inshaAllah. Inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to the truth.